Hello everybody, welcome. We are here today at Epcot between festivals. I think Epcot is rapidly becoming known as Festcot because there's always festivals 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. I feel like there is always some sort of festival going on. So it's a rarity that you can actually go to Epcot when there isn't a festival. And honestly, things change quite a bit when there's no festival. There's a lot less food options, a lot less things to do, but there's a lot of cool things that are here all the time that you kind of skip out on when you're here for a festival. So those are the things that we're going to be checking out today. We are in, and you can see all the Festival of the Arts, all the stuff that's usually right here in the front that's celebrating the festival is all gone. Getting ready for the Flower and Garden Festival, which will be coming up here very shortly. I've heard that there are already some of the decorations and things are already being put up for the festival, Flower and Garden Festival. I'm going to do that a lot through the Flower and Garden Festival season. It's hard for me not to say the festival of, because all the other festivals basically start that way. And a lot of times I say the festival, I mean the Flower and Garden Festival.
We're headed to our first stop, which is always our first stop when we come to Epcot, is Club Pool. I'm hoping they have the banana drink and the drink Nick likes, which I forget which one that is right now.
Dominican Republic.
Dominican Republic. They were out of that for a while. They were out of my banana once, but I have PTSD. Hopefully they're not out again.
Wow, they've really been struggling lately here at Club Cool. Look at all the ones that are out. Please try another flavor. Please try another flavor. And please try another flavor. But luckily one of the please try another flavors is Beverly, which is not going to be missed. But the one right here, the Royal Watermelon, the sour watermelon is my favorite one. They've been out of this for like a month, if not longer. They were out of banana last time we came, but at least it's back. So yeah, they're really running out. I don't know what's going on lately. They haven't been able to keep it in stock. All right, let's see what we find here in the World Showcase. You can still see the tents. These tents were here. Some of these tents and booths were up for the Festival of the Arts. Some of them are new or are up for the upcoming Flower and Garden Festival. We'll see what ends up staying and what ends up going. But it's the Festival of the Arts is always the shortest festival. That one's the one that's over the fastest. It's gone. It's here in a blink of an eye. Honestly, we didn't do much Festival of Arts this year. Usually we do a lot more, but I feel like we really fumbled the bag on it. I think it's because we were out of town. We just had a lot of conflicts, and we just could not make it to the Festival of the Arts much this year, so we didn't get to do all the stuff I wanted to do. But the good news is now we have the Flower and Garden Festival. Ooh, what's this going to be? It says fresh from Florida. Interesting. I wonder if that's going to be like some sort of citrus booth or something. I don't know, but fresh from Florida already sounds good. So we're on the hunt. We're going to try and find some sort of delicious snack or dessert or treat to grab here in the World Showcase. It's really kind of hard to find a good grab-and-go snack in the World Showcase when there's not a festival going on. There's a few spots where you can grab something, but a lot of them aren't easy to get to. Here's the upcoming Mexico booth here. It says Flower and Garden, March 1st, July 5th. It's the same booth that's always here, but they already have the sign sort of changed out. But what I noticed over here is the Three Caballeros have made an appearance already. Check them out. Am I the only one who thinks it's ultra dusty that they don't have the Odyssey building open except for during the festivals.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they're like the Brew Wing, where Figment was just now, where the Christmas stuff was. Am I the only one that finds that dusty? Because that's a shortcut to walk through there.
Oh, you can't.
And I hate that I have to walk around now. So I wish it would just open all year long. It needs to be open. Just leave it open. Do something with it. As we're walking through, I am seeing like all the topiaries already. Not just like one or two. Like I'm seeing like a lot of topiaries. Here, let me pop on the light here. It's getting a little dark right here. I'm seeing all the topiaries. You see them?
Yeah, I already knew they were here though.
But they're like most of them are out.
Yeah.
Not just like a couple. And I don't know why either, because it's like 2 weeks away from the actual festival starting.
We get to see their cuteness longer.
It's a bit early. I don't think I need to see them longer, because the Flower and Garden Festival is the longest festival in history. How long is it?
I have no idea.
Okay, it starts March 1st and I think it goes until July. That's like 4 months. I had to do this on my fingers in order to count that. It's like 4 month long festival. Like, I love yours is the right Flower and Garden. Is that your favorite?
Yeah.
I love Flower and Garden Festival too, but it's so long by the end of the festival. I'm like, okay, I mean, we need to rotate this one around here, folks. Check this out. The sky looks really cool right there. I don't know if it's coming through on the camera. Look, let me stop moving. You see like the moon right there, and you go up and you see the stars. Ah, that's just kind of cool. It looks way cooler in person than it does on this dusty camera. You can see they're setting up the stage for the Flower and Garden concert series that's going to be going on there. Kind of looks cool. Looks like a roller coaster. Almost. Look at all them boxes, all that sound equipment and everything. That's a lot of stuff. Well, we're officially halfway around the World Showcase. You can see America, the beautiful, right behind me. And sad to say, we really haven't found a lot in the way of snacks. There, we saw a place where you can get like cannolis and stuff. Not a big fan of cannolis, honestly. They're all right. They have the turkey leg spot here. I mean, honestly, that's really about. There's a funnel cake place right here, but I don't think we're getting maybe I don't know if we're gonna get a dessert or not, but there's just not a ton of stuff. I seem to recall this last time, that when the festival was over and we came, because we were interested in like finding something to eat or a snack, just like a grab and go kind of thing, there really just wasn't a whole lot in the World Showcase. And I think I remember complaining about that. And it's all coming back to me now. It's all coming back. Oh, hey, look, yeah, they got Impressions de France running right now. Next show in 13 minutes. Honestly, one of the worst shows I've ever seen. Honestly, I've sat through that show a couple of times. Yeah, it's tough. Well, I think we're going to give this place a shot here in France. But yeah, here's the line. This is about what I usually expect. It's pretty long. Pretty long. Yeah. It's long. Yeah, they have a lot of stuff in here that I think looks good. We've tried this before and it's pretty good. They basically take any one of these like sandwiches, croissants, and then they put them in the ovens back there. So they have like big like ovens back there where they warm them up, and it melts all that cheese and ham and everything gets all gooey and good, and the baguettes and the croissants get nice and warm and flaky. But then they have lots of like desserts here too that I think a lot of them look good. But we tried that one right there, which I thought looked really good, and I did not like it. But they have some stuff that looks pretty good. But unfortunately, a lot of them are just lacking sweetness. I know that comes as a shock to everybody. We're standing here in line, waiting for the line to get shorter, and it's really just not moving very fast. But and I happened to this caught my eye. Check this out. This is a Beauty and the Beast mug, and first of all, it's really cute. It's like a nice mug. It's got like some gold trimming and stuff. But look at Belle. Belle looks like a savage. And I feel like that does not, like, Belle looks like almost like, this is like Wicked Belle. Belle, the wicked witch of the forest. And it says, Bonjour Belle, France, Epcot World Showcase, Parfum des Roses. Anyway, it's $20, which actually I don't think is that bad for this mug. And it's got it on both sides. And it's kind of like a raised. You can see it's like raised. Anyway, that just caught my eye. I was like, that's Belle. She kind of looks cool. Check out this epic bread craft. I don't know what you call it. I'm going to call it bread craft. Look at that. This is so cool. Make like cool flowers and stuff and all the decorations. Now that's epic bread craft. Well, we made it through the line. You can see it behind me. It's just really, there's not a lot of space in here. It's kind of loud, so bear with me. But we made it through the line. We got two things. We got the croissant salé, which is basically bacon, egg, and cheese croissant. Max is murdering that as we speak. I'll be curious to see what he thinks about it. But by the way, it smells and looks delicious. They have good croissants here. They're like very flaky. It's got bacon, egg, cheese on it, and they make it right there. It's sort of already pre-put together, and then they put it in kind of one of those like little toaster oven things like Subway has. You know, those like little small ovens. You stick it in there for like 30 seconds to a minute, and it comes out perfect. All right, I just looked in. It's already half gone. But it looks delicious. Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah. Max said it hit as soon as he ate it. It was. Is it as good as Well, let me ask here. This will be the telltale sign. Is it as good as a bacon, egg, and cheese bagel from McDonald's? Is it? Have you ever had Arby's croissant breakfast sandwiches? I bet it's better than that. And I like Arby's croissant breakfast sandwiches, but it's like crispy and flaky instead of like Arby's is like they put it in the microwave basically. But I like them still. They have good sandwiches here. I really like it. So the second thing that we got, which I wasn't going to get anything, but then I saw this and I thought I'm going to give it a rip. And do you see what I got?
It looks like a donut.
It looks like a donut, but it is kind of a donut.
It looks like it has jelly or something on the middle. Chocolate.
So she's already like out, but when I tell her this, she's going to be back in. Okay.
No,
so this is not a donut.
It's a beignet.
This is a beignet.
it looks like a donut.
And it has chocolate and hazelnuts inside of it.
Yum, like Nutella.
She's back in, folks. She's back in. So we're going to give it a rip. Okay, I want to take a look. Let's see here. I mean, it looks pretty good on the surface. I can tell it's feeling pretty dense. Like it's been sitting there probably since this morning, and it's a little cold. So let's see what happens. I'm gonna cut into this. I want to see. I want to see how much filling there is. Feeling like there's not going to be very much filling in here. Oh yeah, look at that. Not very much filling in here, from what I see. Well, you call that a beignet filled with hazelnuts and chocolate? Come on, there's like nothing even in it. Like it's like busting out of the bottom.
By the way, the last time we got desserts here, we said we would never get desserts here again.
All right, so I chopped it up into 4 pieces. There's not a lot of. I'm disappointed if I'm being honest in the amount of filling in there. There's like barely any filling, and it said hazelnuts on the inside. I was expecting there to be a lot of like nuts in here. I'm not seeing much at all. It just looks like bread. Are you going for it?
Yeah. I got the one with the least stuff in it. I don't think I'm gonna like it. But we'll see. And it feels like bread. It's not a beignet at all. It tastes like a roll with chocolate in it. Try it. And I don't like the taste of the chocolate. I don't like it. I knew I wouldn't. Eats the rest of it.
I love how she was like, I don't like it. Pop the rest of it in her mouth and chomped it. Oh, so it wasn't that bad. All right, let's give it a go. I got a little bit of everything. Like, I got the filling and then the donut and the powdered sugar and everything. It's kind of busted. Yeah, it's busted. Oh, it's still busted. No, it doesn't taste like Nutella at all.
The texture of the stuff is good.
Where's the hazelnuts at?
When you say hazelnut, it sounds like there's not going to be nuts. I know it's just going to be hazelnut.
It doesn't even have a hazelnut flavor.
Taste it next.
It tastes like they took chocolate Jello pudding
I don't like
and put like a teaspoon of it inside of a roll. That's all I got. Give it a rip. Oh yeah. Give it. There you go.
it already feels like it's not gonna be good.
It really
It
does.
feels like a stale donut.
I know. Like, this has been here since
It's like a crunch.
this morning. We talk about Dunkin' Donuts all the time and like how not great their donuts are. This is worse.
I'm so dead.
Yeah, there's no flavor. This is really just like bread. The smallest amount of whatever that is supposed to be.
Yeah.
It's so dense. It looks like a shortbread cookie. Doesn't it look like,
Right.
like a thick cookie? Like it's so like dry. No, I'm good.
Stuff like that.
I smell coffee.
There's a whole unclaimed piece down here for anybody that wants it. You going for it? You don't want to try it? I don't know what Lexi was doing a minute ago when I was showing Nick. I don't know what was going on, but I saw this. And I think I got some of it on the camera, like in the corner. Like Nick, I was on, and I saw this. Weena was doing this, she was going. Oh, I got goosebumps from doing that.
I know it tastes bad.
Anyway, I don't know why you were doing that. What were you doing that for? It's like cracking me up. I was like, what's she doing?
I licked my finger.
Oh.
I didn't want the COVID on my tongue.
So there was, we were sitting here and somebody from France, she was French, clearly, came up and said, is that from here? Is that a beignet from here? I said, yeah. She said, is it good? And we were like, not really. Definitely not good like from France, beignet. But I did tell her that the croissants were good. And actually I said, the croissants are pretty good. And she was like, ooh, really good French. I was like, that's the only word I got. That's all I got. Oh, wait, no, I forgot. I also have this. Oh! I can do that too. Well, once again, the French patisserie behind us that we just came out of. Good sandwiches, like croissant sandwiches, baguette sandwiches, all that. Very good, actually, very good, delicious. Bad desserts. Yeah, not good. I don't. This is a trend. We say this all the time at Disney. They cannot make desserts, and that French bakery back there is no exception. They just can't do it. They cannot pull off a good dessert. That's a lie. There's been a couple over the history of us coming to Disney, but yeah, another one bites the dust. Okay, so because I feel like we got the shaft so bad with the beignet, and that was like the dustiest snack. It was one of the dustiest snacks we've ever had here. It was dusty. I decided to go with an old standby, something that I know is phenomenal, and we only get it once in a blue moon, and it was of course from Canada because Canada and Germany, those are the spots, and it's none other than check it out. Anybody know? Anybody know? Anybody got it? Got it? Maple popcorn. Oh, it smells so good. Oh, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Did you get any of that in your mouth? Oh my goodness. I love this maple popcorn. It's so good. And it was $6.50. Huge thing of maple popcorn. You can't go wrong. I'm curious.
No, just stop or talk.
It's so good.
It really is. It really is. Want some maple popcorn? Have you ever had it?
I have not.
Oh, it's the first time. Uh-huh.
Perfect crunch,
Huh?
perfect like
I mean,
Mapley taste. It's good.
it's good. It's better than the caramel kuch. The caramel kuch, that caramel popcorn they have smells so good and looks good, and they're literally making it there fresh. But for some reason, it's stale. Like the second, it's like Dunkin' Donuts. Like they make the donuts and they're stale immediately. The same thing with their caramel kuch. I have tried their popcorn a few times and I'm always disappointed. This maple popcorn, never been disappointed. Oh, it's so good. It's that perfect blend of like sweet and salty.
It's like really good kettle corn.
It is. It's like really good kettle corn. And I love kettle corn. It's got like a little, it's like a kettle corn with a slightly mapley flavor. I really dig it. Oh, Mac's getting in on it now. What do you think?
It tastes like popcorn.
He said it just tastes like popcorn. Well, you need to get more than one kernel. Like, it's so crisp. It's crisp. I'm going to eat it. Ellen DeGeneres said, for some reason, when we go to the movie theater, we lose all sense of humanity. And we eat popcorn like bears.
Literally, that is exactly how it is.
Is that the largest popcorn, that bucket? You don't have a barrel or anything like that? No. We're not bears. We're not hibernating. We'll be back tomorrow night to eat the same amount of stuff. Is the popcorn really that delicious we must shovel handfuls of it into our mouth?
That's how you eat popcorn. I mean, you know, you're in the movie theater, you got little crumbs down here. You know, you're like, can't let any of that go to waste. Turn into a bear. I can't help it. Popcorn. And this maple popcorn hits.
Yeah, it's warm.
What do you think?
It's good. I like that it's warm. It's my favorite part about it.
It's nice and crispy too. It's like, yeah. Caramel kuch is always stale. So let's do Soaring. One of my favorites at Epcot, that's for sure.
Side the phone at all times.
Soaring,
Parents,
let's
please supervise your
go.
children and refrain from flash photography or using video lights until we reach the greenhouses.
You may be like,
Thank
this
you.
doesn't look
Now,
at
sit
all like
back,
Soaring. And
relax,
you would be
and
correct.
enjoy living with the land.
Soaring was a bust.
Por su
That was a
seguridad,
bust.
permanezca
The line was
sentado
way
con
too
sus
long. It
manos
was
y
not
brazos,
moving.
pies y piernas
Yeah, it
dentro
was
del
long.
barco. In the desert, nature has created a very different, but no less beautiful living system. And while this arid landscape may seem lifeless, it is very much alive. The plants and animals that have learned to survive as desolate as the desert. But over time, rainwater and nutrients gradually penetrated the hard surface of this land. Even the hooves of the mighty buffalo helped create the rich soil that would one day become home to the American farm. Species in the world, most of us are only familiar with the handful that make up our everyday diet. The common grains growing here, wheat, maize, sorghum, and millet, plus rice, account for nearly 2/3 of our global food consumption. Learning how to increase yields of these staples is an important goal of research around the world.
Well, we are going to close out the night the way we like to close out the night, and that is through Guardians of the Galaxy, but it's looking like it's broke down or something. Well, we'll see if we get to ride this. We don't usually stay when the line is that long, but it was broke down. And they just started reoperating it, and they started letting people in, and it's starting to move now. So we had to wait in a long line to even get in here, and then we actually got in here. And of course, it's a long line because it's been backed up. You know, nobody's been going in. It's been down for a while, so we'll see. Hopefully this line will move a little bit fast, and we'll only have to maybe wait a half an hour, which isn't too bad. But usually we don't stay when there's this many people. Usually we'll just kind of cruise on. But Max and Lexi and Nick are here. You know, we're all together, and we're like, you know what? We waited this long. We might as well stick it out today. So, all right, are we taking bets? What are you taking bets? What song we getting? What are we getting this time? What do you think? What do you got?
Conga.
Conga? Oh man, I hope not.
I want.
Disco Inferno. Disco Inferno. Yeah.
We're probably gonna get Conga, but Tears for Fears.
I don't know what it's called. We're getting Conga. I feel it. I feel it. It's coming. Especially because we had to wait a long time this time. So it's going to be... I jinxed it. We're in. We're officially in. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep my fingers crossed so that it doesn't shut down again. Oh, the show's starting. Here we go! Woohoo! This is my jam. This is the jam. This is the greatest ride ever.
It really is.
It's the greatest.
Well, yeah.
Greatest. It's the greatest. It's the greatest. The greatest. It's the greatest ride ever. Love this ride. I can't wait for Conga. No, we got Conga. Why is this so awkwardly quiet in here? The ride was having problems, folks. The ride was having some problems. And we were in the tunnel before the launch for like 5 minutes.
And if it didn't go, we would have been one of the people that just had to walk off instead of waiting.
It was, and now look, we're just hanging out here on this part for like a while. And then we got Conga to boot. We had to wait in line much longer because it was broke down. Then we had to wait for the tunnel for like several minutes. Now we're here waiting, and we got Conga. Like, what happened? But guess what? It still rocked. Yeah, so somebody had a little accident. They got a little too excited on the ride and had a little problem, so I'm going to assume that was why we were stuck on it for so long. So yeah, I think just again, word of warning, if you kind of have a stomach that you can't really do a lot of motion, you get motion sick, not the ride for you. But for anyone who doesn't, that's the ride. Well, we hit the fireworks traffic on our way out because we were at Guardians of the Galaxy for so long. We were in it. We were really. Usually we skip it when it's like that. We did it today. We should have skipped it.
I wanted to see it.
We should have skipped it because also Conga soiled it. But I'm just kidding. I still love the ride, but we really should have skipped it. So we hit the fireworks traffic. It's a zoo. It's a madhouse. Everyone's coming from the fireworks, and we're headed out. But I think that's going to be it for us today. Or tonight. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. Be sure to tune in again next time for another awesome video from the Noble Way. Until then, the Noble Way.
It's the easy way.
Bye-bye, everybody.